Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to European Racing Series Tier 2 tonight. We are at round number 13 at Spa-Francorchamps for the Belgian Grand Prix. I am Jess, and I will be in the commentary box as per usual. And thank you all for joining me. We've got 12 minutes and 37 seconds left of the qualifying session, and hopefully you can all see the action now. Apologies that we did it before, but fingers crossed you can see the beautiful cars right now. Just give me a heads up if you can. So, this circuit has produced some great races in the past. Especially the one that caused so much controversy was Spa 98. That was the one that definitely threw a spanner in the works, I've got to say. And, you know, it was generally a good race. So let's see if people. So we've got Faz going into the pits right now. I'm just going to check to see if you can see the footage now. Apologies for the technical difficulties I'm suffering for the stream tonight. I don't know what's wrong with me, but hopefully we should get it sorted. So I'm going to go on my channel and see what happens as Makenda is going into the pits now. So strategy here today. It's most likely going to be soft to mediums or mediums to softs. The tyre degradation is really good around this track. The softs can last about 9 or 10 laps, but don't forget it is 22 laps around Belgium, so that is why it's different. So, you know, it is pretty good about that. So, championship looking very close. And we can see, I think we could possibly see a bit of a upset as well. And we are expecting some rain at some point. I can't remember when because I forgot to check the chat in time. But we are expecting some rain. So that should make it interesting. Now I'm going to go on board with someone on a hot lap. I was doing it during take one, but I realised that on my stream deck it showed the wrong scene, which was very annoying. So, but I've got the right scene now. So life is good as Hydra Dan is going to the pits. Now, this is one of our new drivers to the lead, Jack. He's going on. Oh, I think that's invalidated, I think. Not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure if he's slowing down. Let's see if we can go on board. But let's go on board with Cryptic, actually. Yeah, let's go on board with Cryptic as he's about to start his lap. So, he's going to come across the final corner now to the bus stop chicane. And Spa's been the only home for the Belgian Grand Prix since 1985. But his first host of the event back in 1925. So, the source is the first corner these guys are going to approach today. Very tight line. And then you're going to go up the hill towards turn 2 and 3 towards El Rouge and Radion. You'll be touching almost 200 miles per hour here as you go up the hill. You've got to make sure you don't cut the inside curb because otherwise you will get invalidated here. And then you're going to go to Le Camp, which is going to be another right-handed kink. It won't cause you any problems for turn 7 to 9. And then you're going to go down towards Brussels and then approaching the corner of No Name. Now, Brussels kind of reminds me of Silverstone in Luffield because of the way it's positioned. It's a 90-degree right-hander, and then you're going to go towards Pouhon next. This is where we see quite a few people lose it around Pouhon. And quite tricky to negotiate right, really. And then you're going to go through, the next corner you're going to go through is Campus, and then into Stabilo. Quick to make a little bit of a mistake there. I'm guessing he's not happy with his lap or something. Maybe he's slowing down, so there's no point me going on a lap for him. But I think I'm just not going to get any luck. I haven't had any luck on hot laps in this league, I can tell you that. But anyway, as Valu is just slowing down, so I think he's invalidated his lap as well. Now, I was commentating on a special event at the weekend, and if you guys haven't watched it, I'll give you a cheeky plug to the stream that happened earlier, a few days ago. There was someone that made a move around the outside of, I think it was Stabilo, and I didn't catch it because PSN died. But someone did like radio commentary for it. It was just absolutely amazing. So, yes, Pavel has done quite well in recent weeks. We'll go on board with him, actually. Let's see if we can... How many laps has he done? Well, actually, he's on his second flying lap, so we may as well go on board with him right now, actually. So here we go. As we go towards No Name now, that right-hander. He approached it much differently compared to Cryptic. I think a much more cleaner line as well for Pavel. As we now going to just past Campus and then Stabilo coming up soon. So this is Campus now. Then the left-hander. He doesn't show any sign of him improving in the first few sectors at the moment. Now past Blanchemont. No, Paul Frere. And then into Blanchemont. Which is very, very crucial. This is the one where you really got to be on the power. 8th gear, full overtake mode. And Bottas saying a fast lap with 142.6. But let's see what Pavel could do. It's looking pretty good. But it's not going to be faster than Bottas gang, I don't think. It is a 144.182. Puts him in P6. So I did manage to commentate on the lap. Yay! Which is good news. So, 6 minutes left. A great chance for me to go through the championship standings, which I'll go on my phone quickly. And, to be honest, before this week, Bottas Gang has been running away with the championship. Bottas Gang has been really the class of the field. And obviously, Keyboard Madison had a great job last week, getting his best result of the season as well. So yeah, always good in that front. So, you know, now we've got someone who used to be in Tier 1, but he's not in Tier 1 now. He is now in Tier 2, because he feels like he'll be better in Tier 2. So, his name is Duxy B. So, welcome, Duxy B, to the league. Hope you enjoy yourself, my good friend. So, let's see what he does. I do believe he's about to start his flying now. We might actually, no, he might be going to the pits, actually. So, that is why. So, just give me a moment as I go through the championship standings. I thought there was a link there, but obviously not. So just give me a moment. So whilst I do that, I think it's right at the top as well. There we go, it's right at the top. Brilliant. Interestingly, Duxy goes out for another lap. Now, if he carries on like that, or as my controller decides to disconnect, lovely. If he carries on like that, he's going to lose so much time that he's going to be in the exactly same situation. Well, in a much harder situation than everybody else, because that means the soft tyres, they would only last 7 or 8 laps. So, this is going to be very difficult for him. As he's just gone off. So you can tell that he is struggling a little bit. So, Harry now, another new driver. He is going up towards Eau Rouge now. Let's see how he does. I think he's on his next flyer. So, standings when they load will be coming up soon. Now, look at how the speed on entry is pretty good for him. He improved in Sector 1 by 2 tenths. So that would put him still in 12th place for now. So, standings as they are. So, let me have a quick look. There we go. So, Bottas Gang is leading 167 points. He's got a 38-point gap to Cryptic. So, Cryptic is in second with 129. Then we've got Makenda with 113 points. 4th place is Keyboard Madison with 71. Then we've got 5th place is Zorro with 67 points. 6th place is Valu with 57 points. 7th place is Pavel with 56 points. 8th place is Motocross. I do believe Motocrosser is not here tonight. He's on 54 points. 9th place is Set with 52 points. And 10th place is the Flash with 43 points. And then we got 11th place with Faz, 42 points. 12th place is Jose with 29 points. 13th place is Mario, 22 points. Hydra in 14th with 13 points. Kagan in 50 with 5 points. Some of these drivers are not here tonight though. So that is a worrying thought in terms of that regard. I might just use my keyboard actually for this. I am tempted to use my keyboard because it keeps control, just keeps connecting. So I am going to just keep using my keyboard. So. And Lola's obviously yet to score any points. Which is a bit of a shame really, but it happens. As who's on their outlap at the moment? We've got Bottas gang. He's on his outlap at the moment. So let's see. He is the one to be at the moment. He's quicker than everybody by a second. That is just incredible. Absolutely incredible for Bottas gang. But I wonder if Faz is doing very well up there in second as well. I wonder if Faz can do any better as well. We shall see, as my controller doesn't seem to be liking me tonight. Which is, you know, not the best situation to be in. So, I probably know why. Probably because... There we go. Hopefully, it'll be a lot better. There we go. There's the puppy. So... I'm quite shocked, well to be honest, I'm shocked to see Faz up there, but there are some races where he's done really, really good, and I think there was a few races where he got driver of the day as well, which was brilliant, to say the least. So, you know, and this is a race where anything can happen. I could see, because obviously there is rain on the cars as well, we could see some safety cars, and... we could see people go on the softs. If they do mediums to soft, we could see people go on the softs a lot earlier than we need to. And I was watching a race last night, which was at exactly this very circuit. And someone actually took advantage of it. There was a safety car coming about lap 11. And to be honest, we thought that they weren't going to make it, because I thought it was only going to last 9 laps, but they did, because there was, I think it was 1 or 2 safety cars, so you know, just goes to show really, to be honest. So, the checkered flag is about to fall, and it is the calm before the storm, this is Raggy says, and I don't think Tailworm is going to make it. No, he is not, oh no! So his best time is a 1:43.631, but he has improved though, so fair play. Stays in 4th though. So, who's about to come across the line? We've got a Toro Rosso, which I do believe is Pavel. No, I don't want that. Pavel's in 2nd. Pavel's in 2nd. That is good. That is really good. And we got a Red Bull as well. That was Cryptic in 9th place. And we've got Bottas gang now crossing the line. He doesn't improve. What about Faz? He's going through Blanchemont now. And we got a Mercedes and another Toro Rosso, a McLaren and Racing Point, and another Mercedes go across the line as well. So, let's watch Faz first. I have a feeling he could set a good time here. So he's about to come across the line now. Can he snatch a good time? He improves by 1/10. 1:43.425, but I do believe that was invalidated. Set. He comes across the line now. Can he do any better? 2nd. He has had good qualifying recently. Duxie B. What about him? He's got to improve. 5th place. So he won't be on degrading tyres anymore. What about Motocrosser? He comes across the line right now to set. We'll see. I know he improved because he jumped a few places, but I didn't see where he improved to. Now, I've forgotten to tell you what my top 3 predictions were for qualifying, because I'm an absolute idiot that way. But anyway, here we go. Bottas gang. 6/10 of a second, incredible. From Set in second. And we've got Makenda in third, Faz in fourth place, Duxie B in fifth, Pavel in sixth place, and we've got Tailworm in seventh, Motocrosser in eighth, Valu in ninth place, and we've got Cryptic rounding up your top 10 with TX in 11th, Hydra in 12th, Jack in 13th, Harry is 14th, Keyboard Madison, not good qualifying for him, in 15th, and Keyboard Madison in 16th. I think that was the only drivers. I think I might have missed 2 out. So I do apologise about that one. But here we go. So hardly any rain yet, but we are expecting some from what I've been told from the drivers. So this is going to be very changeable conditions. They've got to use their gut feeling to decide, right, when will be the best time to go onto slicks and to wets, to inters. And I don't think it's going to be heavy rain by the sounds of things. It's just going to stay light rain. As I see one car, literally 2 cars on the grid are just jumping. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, are we ready then for the race? I know I am. And we're about to go on to the formation lap, I believe. Yes, we are. So let's see what tyres they've got onto. And we don't know when the rain's going to come either. So that is going to be a challenge in itself as well. So, let's have a look. Wow, it's pretty much almost an even split. Alright, okay. Pemmy said in the chat, there's going to be rain expected in 20 minutes. And a lap is about, usually about 1 minute 15, 1 minute 49. So, lap 10, I think. So lap 10 is where we could expect rain, if I've done my maths correctly. But don't ask me about maths because I have never done well in maths at school. So yeah. So anyway, TX. Everyone outside the top 10 has opted for the mediums. And obviously for those in the top 10, they have to start on the tyre that they set their fastest lap on, which is the soft compounded tyres. But the ones on the mediums have played it very safe. I think they played it brilliantly. I think the ones on the softs, some of them might have not checked the weather because they'll have to pit. They can't stretch the softs for longer than 9 laps, but there could be a stage where there could be puncture territory, and that's not going to be a good thing. So we're going to watch out for these drivers. See who's got the strategy right, who's got the strategy wrong. So, I'm going to get my top 3. I think Bottas Gang's going to win. McKenna's going to be second. And I'm going to go for a bold one. I usually go for a bold 3rd place prediction. To be honest, I've never got my predictions right in the last few races. So I'm going to say Duxie BP3. That is going to be my prediction. So, let us know your thoughts. If you just joined us, welcome to European Racing Series Tier 2 on the PC. And we are about to get started. So, and typical, my controller just disconnected again. So we might miss a start, which I don't want to. And we haven't. That's all good. That's all good. So, the 5 red lights are about to come up on your screens right now. Mercedes on the right. Bottas Gang on pole. On the left. Who's going to get the better getaway here tonight? Let's find out. We are underway, and it's Bottas Gang that's got a really good start compared to everybody else. Set might have got a horrible start, actually. Bottas with a really good line. Makenda almost up into 2nd place, and oh. Huge contact. TX has dropped all the way down to last place, and we already got a VSC from it. Let's see if people make it across El Rouge fine. Oh, that is... Well, at least people can make it cautiously at the moment. And Lawless has left the session, has retired already. And Biek the KC has got a time penalty for collision with Cryptic in the virtual safety car. So, already carnage on lap 1, but that is what you can expect in Belgium. So, Bottas Gang making some huge strides. So is McKenna, so is Set. Probably I underestimated Set a little bit there, but it happens. So let's go on board with Spaz, and Jack has left the session. I can't invite anyone, sadly, so hopefully someone could invite him back soon. You never know. As, oh, we've got another person who's gone off. Oh, it's motocross. I think he's got front wing damage. Yes, he has. So he's dropped it down into 16th place. And that's a bit of a shame. And Casey's down in last place as well. So a few changes. But meanwhile, Tailworm is looking very promising. Tailworm's going to get the outside of the Alfa Romeo. Let's see if he can get this time. Can he actually do it? He got in the outside just before the bus stop chicane. Valerie's struggling, and Pavel got through as well in the process. Pavel said, see you later. I'm going to get that move done if you don't. TX has just retired from the session, and already, and it's only lap 2, and we have got a safety car, ladies and gentlemen. We have got a safety car. So, if I was on the softs now, I would go on the mediums. And Bottas Gang's left. Are we having a lobby restart by any chance? I'll just quickly check. But I don't think we are. No, we're not, because Jack just joined. I think Bottas Gang was having internet issues. That could be really costly for Bottas Gang. As, here comes Set. I know Set is going to get past him very soon. Unless Bottas Gang can join. I really wish there was a feature that spectators could actually invite people to lobbies, because it just makes things so much easier. Well, I need to message the chat saying Bottas Gang will need an invite as well. So, no overtaking at the moment. And I would find it very difficult if I was in their shoes to decide what tyres to actually go on. But yeah, mediums for the top 9, I think, knowing it is going to rain. If it didn't rain, then, you know, probably they could stay on the softs and they should be absolutely fine. So, let us know what you think in the chat. So I know quite a few of you will do the medium. So let's go on board with Set, as he could pit. We'll see. Nope, they're staying out. Okay. So my theory's been proven wrong. So maybe the wet spell later on in the race may not last very long, or maybe they were just telling me lies and telling me porcupines. But yeah, 20 minutes in lap 10. So yeah, I'm still quite shocked that they haven't pitted. But, you know, I'm not the best in terms of strategy. KC has been throwing herself a lifeline, as well as Motocrosser as well. I think Motocrosser's done the right thing there. He's onto the hard, and luckily Bottas Gang has just joined. I think Mario probably invited him in the pit. So, Mario, we love you, babes. Well, I don't know why I said babes, but there we go. Mario, thank you very much. So I'm guessing everyone's caught up to the safety car, and the Bottas Gang is not ghosted. So that's good. That is good. So, Bottas Gang usually is the god in terms of safety car restart. So, I wonder if he's going to do the same here. And how long is the safety car going to last? Maybe a few laps. We're going to wait. Usually, we will have to wait until everyone has caught up with the safety car. We shall see. And I've just disconnected again through my... I'm just going to leave it disconnected because, yeah, I'm just going to use my lovely, trusty device called the keyboard. So, not the best, but, you know, better than nothing. So, safety car in for another lap then. So, more chance for the drivers to warm up their tyres a little bit more as well. Because, obviously, the softs could last a bit longer around here. And I did say earlier Spa 98 would come into mind about this, but it was not worse than Spa 98, but there were some sneaky suspicions there. So, particular instant points that we could see throughout the rest. Like Stabilo especially is the one where it could trick you. Because you think, oh yeah, right, I could go flat out here and push it. But you can't. Because if you go too fast, it will throw you in the gravel. And that'll be annoying. And Blanchimont as well. And now, like, obviously Blanchimont now Rouge. I talked about that earlier on, but Blanchimont. That is where I think Blanchimont is quite a few instances that's caused a safety car. Now Mario's pitted again. Wait, is it raining? Is it raining? Well, hold on, let me go on board with Bottas gang. I do see a bit of rain. A slight bit of it on board. I could go on board with someone else if you guys don't believe me, but there is actually some rain on the cards. Earlier than I thought. But obviously, because there is a safety car, so that probably explains a little bit more than I thought. But yeah. So if I go on board, it's probably going to start to come harder as well. Yeah, it is definitely raining. You may not be able to see it, but it is definitely raining. I don't know who's got it right. The ones on the mediums or the ones on the softs. Maybe the ones on the softs are thinking, oh no, it should have come earlier. No, the ones on the mediums were thinking, oh no, it should have come earlier. Or later, I mean. No. Duxie B has either got it extremely right or wrong, because it's far too early to go onto the inters, right? But this could, I don't know. The rain is starting to come a bit harder than we thought. But you never know, the rain might stay like this towards the end of the race. So we'll see anyway. So, Bottas again then. He is the crucial one. He will be the one to tell us to floor it. We could see a few people starting to struggle. So maybe at the end of this lap, we could see people going to the pits. Yeah, I agree. Duxie's going, I think, too early because he was struggling a bit. But we'll see. You never know. Duxie might prove me wrong. Everyone else is staying out, so that just shows something. Most of the track is dry line. And you can see Bottas again pulling away from everybody else. So well done to him. And Makenda is getting a beautiful run into turn one. He's going side by side with Set. So let's go on board with him then. Going through El Rouge, full speed for the first time. And he's on overtake, no DRS yet. But Makenda is not going to let that get in his way. So here he goes, trying to go around the outside, but Sete defends to the inside. The Set stays P2. Jack then. Jack gets past Zoro into Lecon. And now going into Brussels or Wichel. He's got, I do believe, another Mercedes, or it was a Haas, I'm not sure. No, was it? Oh, okay. Motocross has also gone on to the Inters. Yeah, that That it can't be at that time. It just can't be. Way too early. I don't know why they're doing it now. That's a huge gamble that I would never want to take in my life. But Zorro's looking good on those mediums behind Keyboard Madison. So let's see if he can have the edge. He's on slightly older tyres compared to Keyboard Madison. So obviously Keyboard Madison had to pick quite early on. But, you know, we shall see. The keyboard in the wet conditions are difficult. So, I feel quite bad for Keyboard Madison right now. And we got a yellow flag. That's Pavel. That is Pavel, I think. Actually, no, it's not Pavel. What was that yellow flag then? It didn't tell me what that yellow flag was. That was interesting. So, yellow flag over nothing. Thanks a lot. But anyway, let's jump right at the front where we can go on board with Faz. Faz is 4 tenths behind Makenda. But Makenda is looking so much better in the Toro Rosso. He comfortably opens the DRS as a yellow flag, and Harry's out of the session. Makenda doesn't get the outside, and we got another safety car. 2 safety cars in a row. Absolute chaos here in Spa. I've never seen that amount of safety cars in my life, really. Oh my word. And the KC, or Tech, has got a drive-through. And you can't serve it through safety car conditions. It's a shame the safety cars come out now, because I would have liked to seen a battle between Makenda and Seth. But I still think it's too early to go on Inters. Far too early. I think Motocross and Duxie has made a huge mistake. Because if you go on board, it's still dry. Let us know in chat. Do you think the rain is going to stay like this or get worse? I'm not going to say much because otherwise my theory is going to be thrown completely out the window. So, yeah, not going to say anything more there. But let's see what Bottas gang. Is he pitting? Bottas gang is very smart with these things. And if Bottas gang doesn't pit, then that means nobody else is going to pit, I don't think. No, they are not. But a few more people down the field are pitting. Pavel is, Tailworm is, Cryptic is. What? But I am seeing the stark clouds. Oh! Cryptic's getting held up by Tailworm. They're double stacking. Oh no! Cryptic is just... Oh! No! Cryptic is going to lose so much time in that safety car period. That is just sad. Very, very sad for Cryptic. He's on the Inters now, but what could it been if he didn't get held up? But I think, you know, he would have lost more time in the safety car anyway, but yeah. Now, Duxie B decided that Inters maybe is not the best thing, so he's gone on to mediums again. To be honest, I would probably be like Duxie B. I would be like, what on earth would I do in this situation? To be fair, I am still clueless about this strategy, to be honest. I'll be like, what on earth are these guys doing? So, yeah, I don't even know. So don't ask me. Don't ask me. Inters, as far as I'm aware, I'm just trying to think how long the Inters last around here. 10 laps, I think the Inters last for. Not even that. I don't know, maybe longer because it's wet, I don't know. It depends how wet it is. But there's some elements of the track that's getting bright. You can see the sun now. So I just don't get it. I don't get it. But that is League racing, folks. Just goes to show that anything can happen in league racing. Now the pit stop is quite long around here, so if these guys decide to pit now, then again they are going to lose a chunk of time. Me getting a chance just to have a quick sip of my drink. There we go. So everyone from all set in the pits. Is set going on inters? Let me have a look. Mediums. Okay, so he's not going on inters. Let me watch the guys on the to be fair, it's impossible to judge because obviously now we're going so slow on that safety car that you just can't really tell about whether it's the right tire or not. It's just, yeah. We won't know unless the safety car comes in. And it will either be too late for them or be just right. But it's still dry, so I think it's too late for the Inters to pit again. I think a few laps later, then they should have been fine. They should have been fine, but definitely not now. And Hunter getting S in the chat. And a lot of time penalties being given. KC has been giving a straight 5-second stop go for corner cutting. I believe the penalties are a lot more harsh in the safety car. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me check current penalties actually. So, let me go on incidents. So, a lot of warnings in the first lap. And then a few 5-second time penalties. A lot of 5-second time penalties. Wow. So, the in-game stewards are a lot harsher than we thought it was going to be. Oh my goodness. Jesus. I'm quite shocked actually. I thought there'd be less, but you know. I do believe the safety car is coming in this lap, I think. Certainly, because they all catched up. Just look at them all bunched together on the right-hand side. Surely that they must come in now. But you never know. Yes, safety car in this lap. Okay. So, that explains everything then. So, it'll be up to Bottas again then for the second time tonight. On if he could get this right. It worked out the first time for him. So it should work out the second time. You never know. As Bottas gang is weaving a little bit just to get his tyre temps up a little bit. We shall see anyway. As he is going across the line now. And is that a good start from him? Yes, it is. But let's see how everybody else done. Valu's off to a great start. 4th place right now. Set. He's dropped it down into 16th. He had to pit for mediums. So he is struggling down there. But that's a bit of a shame. But Valu is looking very impressive behind Faz. He's going to get the slipstream. I'm sure Fad is going to try and break the slipstream, but we'll have to wait and see. Here he goes. Zoro's out. Oh my god, please don't tell me there's another safety car. The rain is coming down very heavy though. He might have just retired from the pits to be fair, but phew, luckily there's no safety cars. If there was like another safety car in a row, I'll just be like, I don't know what to do with myself. But sometimes there is. So, in a normal situation, the softs only last for about 9-10 laps. I'm a bit worried about these soft runners right now. About how long they're going to last on these tyres. Ooh, you could see if you just go ever close on the outboard shot, they're getting extremely hot. I know, I can tell Valu's rears is getting a bit feisty at the moment. So he might lose the back end a bit more. But anyway, Keyboard Madison and Duxie are having a really good battle actually. Duxie I think was ghosting a little bit there as well. Here comes Igor Madison on Cryptic. He's losing a hell of a lot of time. I think Igor Madison has just got him. So well done to Igor Madison. He's not having a good result this far this week, but he's hoping he will have a better one now. So Duxie B right on the back of Tailworm. Will any of these guys opt to pit? We'll see. No, they're not. For obviously some of them are on inters, so. And Bottas Gang, McKenda, yeah, everyone. Oh, Jack's been disqualified from the session for blocking the pit lane. Oh, this session has gone really crazy right now. But anyway, Bottas Gang, inters. I think Mario hasn't lost as much time on the inters as we would have thought. He's only lost 10 seconds. That is pretty good. So I think the top three that went on the inters got it absolutely bang on. And to be honest, I feel bad for Duxie B. If Duxie timed it right, if he went on the inters at the right time, he would have been up there with the top three. But no. But you never know, he may have a different strategy on his mind. Probably when he sees the other guys on inters, he'd probably be like, right, I've made a mistake, and yeah, that's probably why I'm gonna go on to the inters now. But it's not just me, but I can see it. I can see it being very dry towards the end of the race. I can see it being very dry towards the end of the race, actually. So I don't know. Because there's hardly any rain now. Wait a minute, let me go on board. Let me go on board. Yeah. I think we on the medium's no problem, actually. Because Duxie B's only lost 4 attempts. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, my goodness. I think I just commentated curse Duxie. Oh, I feel so bad for Duxie, man. Oh, goodness. Why do I have to commentate his curse, people? Very annoying. Very annoying there. But, you know, it happens. It happens. And Duxie B now has to go into the pits. DRS enabled then, so still not enough for inters. But I think, to be honest, there is a point where there is no right tyre. You just have to make do with the tyre that you've got at the moment. We've got yellow flag. We've got a yellow flag. Somehow the yellow flags are not popping up on my thing. And yeah, Cryptic up into 4th. Cryptic has had an on and off race. I think he had an on, then he had an off, then he had an on, he had an off, and he has an on again. He's going to try and get past his teammate Tailworm around the outside, but yeah, his tyres are getting hot as well. Maybe that he's not liking these into a little bit more than I thought. And Zoro's out of the race. Okay, that was what that yellow flag was for. Because Zoro just popped in the chat saying, "Orange in the wet is so dangerous." Yes, it is, my friend. I've raced in Belgium in the wet. Yeah, it was not pretty. It was not pretty. And we lost another driver. We lost KC. Bus stop, I think. No, actually, just past the source, actually. A few moments after that source, actually. I won't be able to catch everybody else because obviously Pavel's leading on track at least, and they're a little bit too further away. So, yeah. And yes, so I agree. There is a lot of dirty air around here. And Casey has left the session. He is not happy with it whatsoever. So, I hardly see any sun now, or it might be just me. You can see some spray now. So, everybody except Motocrosser is on the inters now. Motocrosser, I dare you, pit. The 2 Red Bulls are fighting once again. Look at this. This is sensational stuff. I wonder what Christian Horner would be thinking right now. I think he must be shaking in his boots right now to what the, you know, but they are allowed to race with a fair fight. No team orders there. Well, I'm sure they might be possibly working together on Discord, perhaps. Or maybe they might be... I think, to be fair, they might have a Jeff. I don't know. We shall see anyway. So, let's go on board with Cryptic now, actually. Actually, let's not go, because I almost selected the wrong key there. But, yeah, Cryptic. I think there's some moments where he's gaining, just like the bottom of Blue showering into No Name. But there is some elements where he's not gaining. So, yeah. Definitely a tough situation to be in, if I'm honest with you. And I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. That is why I'm glad I'm in the commentary box, really. Well, I do a bit of league racing, but it turns out I'm not very good. Here's Cryptic around the inside. Easy does it. Great move from Cryptic. I mean, great job. I think, to be honest, it wasn't a question of if, it was a question of when. I think his pace looked ever so much better. But he got hold up a little bit. And another yellow flag. Set to 2. Well, it might be just people going in the gravel in these tricky conditions. You never know. I think that might be it. Hunter said there might be a theory that Horner ordered Worm to let Cryptic pass. I don't know. I think they were still racing. Personal opinion. We'll see. For Cryptic and Pavel, it's going to be really tough to get those into the end. Oh, I think Pavel and Cryptic will have to pit again. There's no way that those tyres are going to make it to the end. But anyway, Keyboard Madison, another big gainer. He's going to try and battle with Bottas going towards Eau Rouge. This could either end really well or end in tears. So, I wonder if they'll still be allowed DRS though. I think Keyboard Madison would have lost DRS anyway. So, here he goes. You could see that he was trying to go for the lunge, but it wasn't working for him. It's not working, which was, to be honest, a bit of a shame. And more penalties. A 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and Motocrosser is retired. I would say I think Motocrosser has just had enough. I don't blame him, to be honest, but it is encouraged to keep going because you never know. Since the fact that there's only 12 drivers now, there's more chance of getting points than not getting points. So possibly strategy not paying off there for Motocrosser, but we'll see. Well, we won't see because he's retired. Cryptic's catch up to Pavel. They were 3 seconds at one point, now it's 5 tenths. Tailworm has dropped back from Cryptic. Does this mean that Cryptic is one of the best in these wet conditions? It looks very slidey at the moment, very tricky. Again, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes, but this is Cryptic's chance now. He looks good on paper, but can he prove it? Pavel has had a few race wins this season. He wants to get another one. But he's got to worry about the tyres as well. But Cryptic is going to get the lunge. So DRS, I believe, was disabled whilst I was looking at the penalties, I think. But there goes Cryptic. He gets the job done. Oh! Pavel with the switchback. I think it might have been, to be fair, it might have been a late switchback. But he did it anyway. So at least he tried his best by trying to get the move done at least. But I just wonder when, to be honest, because everyone else is a little bit further back to get it. Set is almost a lap down. Set is almost a lap down. That's the worrying thing for him. He started in P2, but to be honest, I think he wasn't hoping for wet conditions. Because some people have no traction control, and no traction control in the wet. You don't want to try it. You do not want to try no traction control in the wet. I can't even run no traction in the dry. I just can't. I keep spinning everywhere. That's why I've got it on medium traction control at the moment. Is Crypto going to look for a late lunch here? Ooh. It's a good defensive driving from Pavel. And Hunter's saying he thinks that the Int's going to last. Ooh. Let's see who's right then, actually. Patel one thinks it's not going to last for his car. So he goes in. And Keyboard Madison, he goes in as well. But largely, I think, in my opinion, it depends on the setup. If you choose in a highly setup that uses so much for tyres, then there's no point. So, you know, some people, because I know I made a mistake in Austria to set up a time trial setup, and let's just say it didn't go well. So, yeah, I won't be running time trial setups ever again. Because it's good with open lobbies, but it is not good with any other types of situations. So, as a little bit of bump in the curve for Keyboard Manderson. Down in 11th place. But we'll see if anybody else is going to catch up to these top two. I don't think anyone will, but we'll see. As Cryptic's now fined 1/10. He could get him before the bus stop chicane. We'll see. It may be the sign if Pavel will have to pit. We'll have to find out. We have got 7 laps to go of this very intense Belgian Grand Prix. I hope that didn't end in a shunt. Luckily, that did not end in a shunt. Oh my goodness, that was... that was very, very close. Very, very close. So anyway, let's go on board with Cryptic. Faz has overtaken Mario. And Hydra's gone off a little bit as well. So those two going side by side. Crypt's got the lead, I think, into turn... If I can go on board with them quickly. Oh, wow, whoa! Cryptic got the lead into the DRS. Cryptic's out! What's happened to Cryptic? Oh! That's a really weird place to damage a car. I think Cryptic might have had contact. I always seem to get the aftermaths of the things, and it's very annoying. And it's only a virtual safety car. So, yeah. That's probably through Mario and Pavel and Lifeline, because their inters will last longer. You never know. To be honest, that almost made me jump there. I was like, what on earth? So, does Pavel have damage from it, I wonder, from a little bit of contact? Or he might have made contact and there was no damage from him, I don't know. We'll see anyway. I presume, Hunter, you're a big Cryptic fan, so yeah. Sad times, sad times. So next week is Italy. To be fair, Italy always throws a bit of chaos, but we'll talk about that towards the end of the race. And I think the gaps are starting to increase a little bit. The only battle that we could see is between these three. We got Tailworm, we got Duxie B, and we got Hydra. And we got Faz and Makenda. Faz is out. So many people have retired. Oh, that is not where you want to retire your car. Luckily, he's retired off the track though, so there's no safety car. So we're now down to 11 drivers, I think now. Bottas guy's now in the pits for his next stop. He's got a change in front wing, so he must have had contact somewhere. Sorry, I've lost so many things tonight. Oh, safety car. Safety car. Literally, we had 3 safety cars and 2 VSCs. So I think we have just reached the limit. So, Pavel and Mario, if I was them, I would pit. I would pit. You're not going to lose that much time at all. You're only going to lose a chunk of time. Just pit. For goodness sake. I know it's hard to tell them to pit, but you know, there is no limit on how many, well, to be fair, you have to make 1 stop, but there is a few leagues I'm in where you can make 2 stop. Well, you have to make 2 stops, sorry. But yeah, if Pavel and Mario do not pit now, they will probably live to regret it, I must say. I can tell you that now for a fact. And someone saying, why would they pit? Well, to be fair, I mean, I can see your reasoning, but the Inters are going to lose so much pace. But again, I should have done my research on how long the Inters last around here. Then I would have made a great decision as to, right, what will be the best option. And they're not pitting, so yeah, maybe I was wrong. That's how much I don't know about wet strategy. And, oh, Mario's pitted, though. So that'll be... Mario might lose a chunk of time, though. I'm a bit worried about him. But he's not going to lose that much time, because everyone is going slow around the safety car anyway. So, he's on to another set of Inters. That's going to drop him down to 5th, though. So, other people that decide to pit are Makenda, Valu, Duxie B. My top 3 has gone way out the window. I should not predict top 3 because 2 of the top 3 that I predicted are basically outside the top 3 and possibly outside the top 10. Well, everyone's in the top 10 now because obviously Fad's retired. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, I can see what you mean now. With all the safety cars and VSCs, the Inters can make it to the end. But it looks like Pavel's going to be the only one that does that. Why are they battling in the safety car? What on earth? Or maybe someone had enough or something, I don't know. Or maybe illegal oversight. Or it might be just me. This is gonna be like a 5-lap lobby, but cleaner. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. So fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. Get your popcorn out because we are gonna be in for a tasty ride here at ERS. Due to this weather, it has shaken things up massively. It won't change the championship because Bottas will still be leading, but the gap will close ever so slightly. And that's the worrying thing about it. So Bottas was leading the first 2 safety cars. Now it's Pavel. So Bottas will have to get used to a car which is not behind him, and the safety car is not. Safety car's staying in. I'm shocked. Why is he going out for another lap? Oh, please do not tell me it's going to stay until the end of this race. That will just be boring. I just pray to God, I pray to the heavens that it just doesn't happen. Because it just never goes well. But at least these guys could push to their limits. To be honest, luckily, there's no simulation damage. Oh, it's waiting for... No, it did it in... I think it was China. It was a safety car towards the end. But due to the fact it came out so late, with a few laps to go before the end, there was like only one lap of safety car, and then that's it. If you didn't catch up with the safety car, then tough. So it's got to come in surely, even though it's waiting for Set. You know, Set is not going to catch up in these next few laps. So, yeah. But the thing I think it was either Xbox or PS4 that I experienced that where... Actually, no, it wasn't PS4, it was Xbox. Definitely, it was definitely Xbox in China where it happened. So, yeah. So most of the field has bunched up now, so it's now all or nothing. With 3 laps to go, once the safety car comes in, most likely, who do you think is going to win? It's impossible to tell. So watch this space, guys. Watch this space. I'm really excited for the end of this Grand Prix. But due to that, I think Pavel was really lucky with those amount of safety cars. I don't think he's got much penalties though, so he could get another race victory. So obviously he got one in Monaco. I think he got a win somewhere else as well. But it's hard to decipher what that win was. What the other win was. So I'm not sure on that one. I'm not sure. So safety car in, I believe. Yeah, safety car in this lap. So it might have popped it on your screen, but I might have just missed it with a blink of an eye. So let's see if Pavel can get a great launch off the start. He's got to. If he does it, this could be one of the most intense league races of his life. And it is lights out again. Someone's gone off. It's Keyboard Madison. He's gone off a little bit. Luckily, there was no damage, but he's had the pressure from Bottas gang going side by side once again. Luckily, I think Keyboard Madison and Bottas gang were probably having battles pretty much most of this race already. So, here we go with Keyboard Madison. He's with Bottas gang at the moment, though. Oh, Bottas gang struggling. Bottas gang struggling. That is worrying. That is worrying for Bottas gang. But we'll see anyway as... Oh my god, this is going 3 wide. This is going 3 wide. This could end in tears more most likely, but luckily it did not end in tears. Kenda's up into 7th. Value up into 8th. DuckTV can still get his first points in Tier 2. That'll be pretty good. And Set is caught up to these guys and down in 10th, so he could still get 9th or something, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like DuckTV is getting a better run on value here. Into Campus and then into Savalo. No, this is Campus. I find it hard to see whether it was Campus or Savalo. Because the way that these guys approach these corners are exactly like similar. This is like full wet territory almost if this race carried on like this. But thank goodness it's not. As I think DuckTV stays 9th place. What a Bowser we've got. Hydra up into 2nd. Hydra is up into 2nd. I missed that due to the fact that it was loads of other battles happening up front. Oh my goodness. This is getting very intense already. As Bottas gang is having another battle with Keyboard Madison into El Rouge and Radion. In the wet, they need to lift a little bit. Oh, Keyboard Madison, that is not how you cut the corner, mate. We've got a yellow flag. I don't know what that yellow flag is. That's Valou. He's dropped it. He's dropped it. He's the El Rouge spinner. So 1.5 laps to go. Could we see a last minute scrap for the win? I really do hope we do. That will just be an icing on top of a really big cake for these guys. Oh no, Pavel spun. Pavel spun. What happened there? It looked like he binned it all by himself because Hydra was having none of it. Hydra's gonna win on 11 lap old. Do you think that's where the Inters are gonna start to crumble, do you think? Due to the amount of spins? It'll be interesting to know, actually. I would have never predicted this order by the end of this. Pavel on 14 lap on Inters. Oh, right, yeah, that's probably why he was spinning then. But we're on the last lap. I don't want to look at penalties. I do not want to look at penalties. I just don't. So, tell them then. We got another yellow flag. That's probably Pavel again. No, it's McKenda. Oh my goodness. Keyboard. Actually, no, it's not McKenda. McKenda's got the place up again. We can see Keyboard Madison and Bottas gang still going side by side again. Mario still potentially going to line up for a move. And it stopped raining as well, I think. It stopped raining. It stopped raining on the final lap. And Tailworm and Hydra, they're battling for the lead. Could this be a drab finish? Again, I'm not sure how many penalties they've got, but oh, this is like a Hamilton and Verstappen moment. It really is. There are just moments where I just can't watch, but I have to commentate, obviously. But this has had a race of everything. It's had wets, it's had safety cars after safety cars. It's just been massive at the moment. And another yellow flag. And it's rain again. Can you just make up your bloody mind game? What word are you going to do? Because it's starting to rain once again. It's just like, or was it like spit? I think it might have been spit actually, but not sure. So, here we go then. So loads of yellow flags. I think it's Pavel again. No, it's not Pavel. It's set. It's set. No. And Bottas gang, he's hanging about with Duxie B. But meanwhile, the most important thing, Tailworm! Oh no, he binned it on the last corner. It could have been a nice battle for the win. But there we go. Oh no, it's heartbreaking for Hydra. Who would have predicted this by the end of the Grand Prix? He wins in Belgium. Mario comes across the line in second. Keyboard third, and for somehow Duxie B gets P4. What? He had accident after accident. He got his strategy wrong. But that last safety car helped him. That last safety car helped Duxie. And he got 4th place. Brilliant. McKenda 5th. Bottas gang 6th. Set 7th. 8th for Valou and Pavel and Tailworm. Oh my goodness. That would have just been a nice battle. Oh no. So I do believe we're just waiting for Pavel to cross the line now, but Hydra, your race winner. There's gonna be a lot of stewards inquiries for Tier 2, I can almost say, because there's quite a few accidents in this tier, I must say. But oh my, you know, I would have not predicted that. I would have not predicted. Let me look at positions gained, actually. Positions gained. Hydra up 11th. 11 places. Mario 17th. Keyboard Madison We thought he was going to be down. He was in third. He's gained 12. Right, from after this race onwards, I'm not predicting again. My predictions are just going extremely wrong. I've also commentators cursed quite a few people as well. So, yeah, Hydra Dan is getting his moment of glory on the stream. Because, you know, I did say it was going to be an upset, and I called it. Absolutely called it. And there we go. That was a really insane end to the race, I must say. But there we go. So, to be honest, I don't even know what's going to do with the championship, because there's no championship rivals in that half of the grid. I also feel bad for Cryptic as well for spinning. Both Red Bulls are out of the session. That is a shame. And Pavel got a puncher. That was why he spun. Oh, no. Gutting. I feel bad for Pavel. It could have been another win for him, but, you know, we've got a new different race winner. So, here's your results. Hydrodan wins from 12th on the grid. Mario from 19th to 2nd. I'm speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. Keyboard Madison from 15th to 3rd. Duxie and Ford McKenna 5th. Bottas Gang 6th. Set 7th. Value 8th. Pavel 9th. Tailworm in 10th. Faz 11th. Cryptic 12th. Motocrosser 13th. Casey 14th. Zorro 15th. And look at all those DNFers. So from Faz, from Tailworm, all the way down to Jack has DNF'd. So, that has been the end of ERS Tier 2. Let me know your thoughts on this race. Oh, Tailworm, you feel so bad. I feel so bad for you too, mate. Yeah, it's probably one of the most insane and most weird races I've ever watched. Oh, he won in Austria as well. I think that was the race I missed, to be honest. I think I might have missed Austria. I can't remember. Oh, no, I didn't. Did he win in Austria? I can't remember. But, yeah. So, Tailworm would have had P2. What a shame. But anyway. That is the European Racing Series Tier 2 Belgian Grand Prix. Join us next week for I can't remember what Grand Prix it is. It's for the Italian Grand Prix. And if that race was crazy enough, you know, that would have been, you know, I expect a lot of crazy things next week. Hopefully not as instant enough as this, but yeah. So, thanks for watching. Good to see a few familiar faces in the chat. I wasn't paying attention to the chat for the last few laps due to the fact it just got so crazy. But yeah. We'll see you next week for the Italian Grand Prix. Have a good evening, everybody. And good night.